if you'd like to. Does the Google Sandbox really exist?
Oh my god, we just found out about the Google Sandbox.
No, it doesn't exist.
We don't think so.
No, absolutely not.
We're pretty certain it doesn't because we've had sites that rank really well in less than 6 months.
Yeah, David's website is ranking #1 for some political keywords that are highly competitive, and it's not that old. Like if you Google,
why does Ohio pick the president? That's
why does Ohio?
2.
Yep. What is Sarah Palin doing now?
What is Sarah Palin doing now?
David's
#1.
interested in a lot of political stuff and writes about that, and he's got featured snippets and all sorts of stuff. My website went viral, before a year. We rank pretty much immediately. You can rank. Not immediately for highly competitive keywords if you don't have an established website, obviously. Like you're not going to beat CNN for a highly competitive keyword on day one, but it's absolutely possible to do that. And this Google Sandbox, here's the thing. People, when they don't know how to do on-page SEO and they don't know how to do SEO well, they start looking for reasons why they're not ranking because they don't understand how to actually set a website up to rank correctly. So the Google Sandbox is one of those SEO theories that is created out of a lack of knowledge and sort of a looking for excuses why my website isn't ranking.
It's kind of similar to domain authority too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, domain authority. I mean, the proof is in the SEO pudding, if you will. Like David and I both have websites that break all the SEO rules. And, we see these articles with 200 ranking factors.
Oh, yeah, those articles, top 200 ranking factors.
Yeah. How are you supposed to keep track of that?
Make a really long checklist.
Yeah. I mean, it's one way to rank in Google. But unfortunately, content is king. An article that I wrote was called, what was it? Everybody was saying for a while, you shouldn't close out your iPhone apps, right?
Right.
And so there were all these articles written about, should I close out my apps? Is it good? Is closing apps good? Is closing apps bad? And there were a bunch of highly competitive articles that were written. And I wrote an article, I think, called Is Closing Apps Bad? And I think I'm #1. It's like I'm the one that disagrees with everybody else, and I'm #1 because of good SEO.
Is closing apps bad? Pay it forward, #1.
Kaboom!
Look at that.
Who's #2?
#2 is Wired. Closing apps to save your battery life only makes things worse.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're all wrong. I did actual research. So, based on good SEO, my website can outrank Wired.
Also, CNET #3, why you should stop closing apps to save battery life.
Oh, look at that. Bunch of scrubs.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Apple Insider, stop force closing apps on your iPhone.
Yeah. I had to set them straight.
My Sarah Palin article is outranking USA Today.
Oh, outranking USA Today.
They've been around longer than I have.
Marginally. You know what? They might have been USA Today, but really, you're USA Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wave of the future begins here.
I wonder if they stole my article because theirs is written 40 days after mine. I want to see if they stole my content. Those thieves.
You never know.
Maybe she did something new that I missed and I have to go update my article.
Perhaps. Hey, Dropship Island, if you have any other questions, feel free to throw them out there. We just crapped all over the Google Sandbox issue.
Yeah.
Google Sandbox. Playing in the Google Sandbox. Get out your shovels.
I think another issue with that might be people don't even know how to index their website.
Sure.
So they just automatically expect it to show up in Google.
Yep.
And it's like that doesn't work that way.
Sure. Yeah, I think that people just don't know how to set up websites right for SEO. I'm a little bit tired today, so I'm just saying what I think, but
yeah,
just won't sugarcoat it today, which is good. But yeah, our methods are tried and true, and we've been working on this stuff for a long time, and they work. Also, we talk a lot about this stuff in the Blog Winners course, and I think we actually addressed the Sandbox thing.
That was one of the last debunked things we talked about, yeah.
Yeah, we talk about SEO myths and a lot of, the ones that matter and what doesn't matter in Blog Winners. And we actually recently shot that video, and it's full of good stuff. So,
yeah,
something to check out
for sure.
Alrighty, let's post this a little bit. Where else?
Go wild.
Where else can I post it?
Did you do big SEO?
I did big SEO and SEO.
Did you do You try the NewTubers subreddit since this is a new YouTube channel.
That's for sure. That is for sure. Or is there like a website subreddit? Like a YouTubers?
You could do like maybe is like our live stream a thing?
I don't know. Live stream. It is, and there's 4 people there, so we're going to skip that one. YouTubers, there are 35 people here. So let's submit a link. What do you say? Join us for a live discussion about SEO.
Fire it up.
Don't I have to like do something to mark this?
So you have to post it, and then you have to click on the flare.
After I post it?
After, yeah, hit submit, and then you give like 10 minutes to do flare.
Flare.
And then flare it with like discussion or something.
We could say give SEO critique is actually a category.
Is it really? Let's do that.
Well, it seems like...
We can talk about YouTube SEO. I know a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Suval has some YouTube SEO stuff.
Mm-hmm. And certainly organic SEO and YouTube SEO are rated, are connected. I mean, a website and YouTube can definitely feed each other. Dropship Island asks another question. Do no-follow backlinks give you any ranking power?
Well, you have to answer that one. I'm not
Yes, but not as much as follow backlinks. I think Google actually says that no-follow backlinks do count to a certain extent, but just not as much. So that's a simple answer. So a backlink from a good website, even if it's no-follow, is better than no backlink from that website. It definitely does still count. If you asked what is the percentage that it counts based on a follow, compared to a follow link, I don't know. But there's some interesting, definitely yes. Definitely yes.
I love Reddit for backlinking. You get like 10 upvotes on your post, and you get a do follow backlink. It's solid.
Yeah. So with Reddit, is that the statistic? Or if you do a certain amount of people?
So it's like if it gets relatively popular, the link goes from no follow to do follow. Plus, those Reddit pages can be indexed in Google. So if someone searches for your keyword and then they see the Reddit post, they can click on that and then click on your link that way.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's like a double. 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah. And going back to YouTube SEO, if you search iPhone 7 won't ring, our YouTube video is actually on page 1. So
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, our YouTube SEO game is improving, and we're definitely it's because we really just haven't established ourselves in the YouTube community.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, I posted some videos last year and that have about 250,000 views, something like that.
Combined?
Yeah,
more or less.
something like that.
They all have between like 20,000 and 50,000.
Yeah. So.
But the subscriber rate is going.
Yep,
growing.
subscribers just growing.
Yeah.
We have, YouTube hasn't been our primary area of focus.
It should be soon.
Yeah,
Videos.
It's definitely going that way.
Videos should be the...
Absolutely. Well, look at us now.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Look at us now. We're doing videos.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're beating ourselves up for not being on YouTube.
For sure.
What better place to do it? Or not to. SEO. Yeah, we were just working on some articles today to publish on Pay It Forward. With good SEO, of course.
Great SEO.
Yeah, we'll be number 1 soon. That's the thing about doing SEO well, is that you can sort of predict that you're going to be number 1 in Google, or at least 2 or 3, within a certain amount of time, depending on the competition of the keyword. Mm-hmm. And for keywords that are already established, it can actually take sort of weeks or months to become number 1. A lot of the times when I publish an article, I end up on page 2, around maybe position 15, 16, 14 in there. Mm-hmm. And then, over the next 6 weeks, we'll watch it rise relatively quickly. And then,
that's the
find
thing.
yourself.
You have to be patient with your rankings.
Yep, especially for highly competitive keywords. But if it hasn't been written yet, you can be number 1 the first day. Mm-hmm. And we've seen that too, and you get a lot of traffic that way. The problem is that some of those blog posts have a fast expiration date,
Like the bricked iPhone one.
like the bricked iPhone one. When we published a blog post about what happened when Apple released iOS 10 in September, a lot of iPhones got bricked because of the update, and so we wrote a quick article about the fix for that and why it happened. And all of a sudden, we had 500 people on the website at once, and it stayed like that all day. And one of the things that we did well, and that we did well, is we transitioned it into, from a newsy type article into a more lasting type article.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure where we are at for that keyword. I don't
What is
think
it?
we're number one.
iPhone bricked.
My iPhone is bricked, something like that. What do I do? Something like that.
iPhone is bricked, ranking number 1, but someone else has the snippet.
Well, we're number one organic, and we'll get the snippet. The featured snippet is a new area of SEO expertise that a lot of people are talking about and thinking about. And, we have a bunch of them, but we definitely like to
They have
get
the
more.
snippet because they have the ordered list. It's probably the main difference there.
Look at that. They changed the snippet box.
A little bit.
Yeah, they did.
Leave negative feedback.
Is it correct what they wrote?
Yeah.
Well, then let's not do that.
A joke.
A joke. A
Feedback.
joke.
This is not helpful at all.
Actually, let's go to that. Let's talk about that.
Hold
We
on,
never
before we
ever
talk
cheat
about
in
that,
SEO.
The one that has the snippet is ranking number 8 on
Number
page
8.
1.
Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, feel free to throw out any other questions you might have. We are here for you guys, and to also talk about blog winners, and if you're interested in learning how to start a website that can be successful.
And subscribe to this channel. We'll probably do some more live streams as we
Oh yeah, absolutely.
get some more free time to do them. The SEO living room series.
Yeah, why not? Here we are. We have a living room. We're SEO
Got a
experts.
TV, not TV, a camera,
We do.
computers.
A lot of times, well, let's see if people have commented on our live stream, if they like us, or if they're throwing shade, as the kids say. Which is okay if they do. Actually, nobody's saying anything. They're indifferent toward us, which is okay too.
People on the blogging subreddit are still very opposed to using AdSense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some guy is saying that he was only making $1 a week on AdSense, so he switched to affiliate marketing and he made $50.
That's possible.
I mean, it's I don't like that general rule though. Everyone's like, "Oh, do all affiliate marketing, you'll make more money," which is not necessarily true.
Not necessarily.
He said he's generated 5 leads. Interesting.
What's his niche?
That's what I asked. That's literally the question I asked.
Yeah. That's a good question. So, Ahrefs, YouTubers, checking it out. Let's see. Where else can we post?
How about I don't know.
How about Get Inspired?
Get inspired. Is that a thing?
Yeah. No, what is it? It's Get Motivated?
That's for memes, man.
Okay, so we won't go there?
Try entrepreneur.
Oh, neat.
Lots of SEO questions, blog related questions here.
Nice little description. Submit. I like to savor little descriptions here, David.
Do it.
All right. All right, Dropship Island. Another question. Also, what would be the reason for a page not ranking anywhere, even after being indexed? Indexing confirmed by site:/search. Isn't that a fun little question, right? So it shows up when you do site:/search, but it's not ranking for a specific keyword. Can you share an example with us? A lot of the time people think that their website isn't ranking anywhere, but what's happening is they're being outranked by another page on their own website, and then they're ending up on like page 6 or 7 of the Google search results.
Yeah.
Alternatively, Google doesn't like you for some reason or another, and that's why we need to take a look at the website, or need to look. We need to actually diagnose it. There's really no way for us to give you a hard and fast reason why that's happening without taking a look at it. And people who say that they can are a bunch of liars, because you can't do it. You have to look. It's like a doctor. You have to look at the patient. So yeah, feel free to throw in a link, and we will give it a quick look and give you some feedback for free.
Some feedback.
Some feedback,
Zing.
if you will. Yes. Yeah, I hope that we have the opportunity to give some more people some help, maybe. And with regard to, a specific site, it's just it's necessary for us to take a look.
It's live stream #1. They usually gain more viewers as you do more live streams.
Hey, we're doing good for live stream #1. We're helping people.
I'm not saying we're not.
Yeah, you're right. You didn't say that. Correct. As usual,
Yeah,
David
as
Lynch.
usual,
As
right.
usual,
Yeah.
he's correct. So, let's see. Let's look at some SEO search news.
Some SEO search news.
Yes.
Like what's new in SEO?
Why not?
Okay. Let's see here. Google.com/news.
Live in the SEO living room. Talking about news and Google and other things. And David Lynch and David Payette, which is who I am. That's my name. I didn't choose it. It was given to me.
There's not really any news. It's more like news websites writing about SEO. But we can talk about like what the new stuff is. What the snippet
stuff, yeah.
AMP.
AMP, sure. Get amped about AMP. I'm just turning up the gain on the microphone a little bit because I think we've been quiet. A little bit too quiet. Unlike children, we want to be seen and heard. Seen but not heard, they say that about kids. Well-behaved children should be seen but not heard.
Do they say that?
They said that.
Oh, okay.
Back when I was growing up, in the 1910s, they said that.
To 1910.
So AMP. AMP is...
What is
AMP?
What does AMP stand for?
Accelerated Mobile Pages, right?
There you go.
So AMP is new Google's initiative because why? Why did they make AMP, David?
Why did they make AMP?
Yeah, what did they do?
So the mobile pages load faster, right?
Right, well
that's the main goal.
Right. So mobile pages load faster, and Google was like...
Because people are increasingly using mobile devices to do Google searches. They're trying to prioritize fast mobile pages.
Mm-hmm.
Or accelerated mobile pages.
If you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
As they will.
As they will, and they did. They did. They would. They did. Yeah, accelerated mobile pages is like, Google was like, all your, web owners put ads all over the place on mobile websites, especially, and the user experience is bad. And, websites, people don't take care of mobile websites a lot of the time to make sure that, their images aren't giant. And so people, go to one web page and they're downloading 10 megabytes of images, which is crazy, especially considering the data limits that people have today. And during a recent conference, we spoke with someone who was talking to us about developing countries and how they're all coming online. And so it's important to, a lot of the time, they don't have LTE coverage like we do. And also, even in America, our LTE speeds have cut in half in the past year or so as more and more people have come online. So if you think that your phone used to be faster, it was.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Not so fun fact.
Not so fun. Phones have gotten speedier, internet has gotten slower. I sort of perceived that, and then I heard the stat. It makes sense. It's like a fire hose, David.
How?
Well, you turn on the faucet and the water comes. I don't know how, like a fire hose. The more water you try to put through it, the slower it comes out. That doesn't make any sense at all.
No, doesn't.
There's only so much water you can cram through it at a time. How about
I
that?
see that. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. There's bandwidth limitations. You can dress in red and like firefighters. I don't know. So, now I like Star Trek,
Okay.
and there's a funny Star Trek Twitter account called, let's see, Riker's Google searches or something. And it's
Rikers?
like Riker. So like Commander Riker from the Star Trek: The Next Generation, David, of course.
Okay.
His Google searches. What does Commander Riker search
And
for?
I thought it was Rikers Island related. You had me thrown off there.
Well, David is clearly not as dorky as I am. Hashtag Star Trek for LIF3. We can also, talk about other SEO related things.
Could.
Oh, let me take a look at this and pick up my computer and say,
In the
like,
future,
okay.
we could even do like themed episodes.
Themed episodes, like where we wear costumes
Yep.
and hats, funny
Yeah.
hats.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe we could do a Tupperware episode.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. And it keeps all your SEO fresh. Yeah, Dropship Island, man. If you want to throw up a website in there, we'd be happy to take a look. We're not going to blow up your spot, in case you're concerned about that. David thought that was funny. Blowing up your spot. Dropship Island. So drop shipping is cool.
I don't know what that is.
Drop shipping is like I don't have to have a warehouse full of items that I
Okay.
want to sell on Amazon. So what drop shippers do is you could send an order directly to the factory, and then the factory sends it to the customer instead of you have to have like a warehouse where you stock products.
Okay.
So when you go on Amazon and there's all these people that like have, cables and stuff for sale, if it takes 6 weeks to get there, it's because they're drop shippers and they have to go to the factory and say like they actually comes from the factory, which is a really easy way to or it's a better way to start an online website.
Maybe his or her website is dropshipisland.com because that exists and it has some blog posts on it.
No way.
Yep. Most recent one posted March 27th, 2017.
Is it the same logo with the black palm tree?
Yep. That's the one.
Hey, Dropship Island, we are blowing up your spot.
Internet stealth mode, sleuth.
Hashtag we are experts at
Yeah,
SEO.
expert at typing in one domain and getting lucky.
AKA Google experts.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm hiding behind my call live box apparently. Okay.
I mean, it looks like a relatively new website. I mean, the first blog post was March 15th, 2017. So this person is definitely producing a lot of content very quickly.
Yeah, so
if the oldest blog post is less than 2 weeks old, I definitely wouldn't be worried about ranking right now.
yeah, but I mean, if we're just going to talk about big problems right off the bat, right? Every blog post starts with the ultimate dropshipping guide. Right?
It's a series, though.
I know it's a series, but
Okay.
the keyword that Google is going to see for each one of these is the ultimate dropshipping guide. I know it's marginally different, but like if I'm Google, I'm looking at, okay, what are the main keywords? What's coming first in the URL? What's coming first in the H1? What's coming, it's like the same thing. And duplicate content is a big deal. It's difficult a lot of the time to differentiate content on a website, even if it's not this similar. And we don't want to do ourselves any disservices by trying to, making it harder on ourselves basically by creating similar content. The advertising channels, Google AdWords. So what I would do is, and you've already done all this, and my first question is, why is this not all one giant big blog post that is then maybe split up into separate ones? Or why is there not sort of like a main blog post that has links to all the other ones, like a roundup blog post? I understand that your desire to. So it seems the good thing. Okay, good stuff. Looks like you have real first-hand experience. Solid, right? Let's see.
Drop shipping guide is like a super high competition keyword too.
Yeah, the problem is also the keyword stuff and article structure. So, if I take a look at So like this drop shipping from China article, you got to think about like what is Google going to catch on to, and how I would say, I mean, the blog winners course we talk about ways to hit certain things that we want to do. Like we want to get the keywords in there. We also don't want to stuff the keywords in there. So like,
which blog post do you want? China?
It's drop shipping from China. So. Have you ever thought of starting a dropshipping business that ships product from China to the USA or other countries? In this post, we'll discuss why dropshipping from China is a bad idea.
Okay.
H2, top 5 reasons why dropshipping from China is a bad idea.
Okay.
I'll be completely honest, I have tried dropshipping from China. Before I knew how to properly build a dropshipping business, I thought that dropshipping from China would be an easy way to get set up and start making money, but I was very wrong. Here's the top 5 reasons. And so, sort of repeating that same keyword over and over and over again might actually be counterproductive for you.
It's 3 times in the first 2 paragraphs.
Yep, you've got it in the title, you've got it in the first H2. It's
well,
like,
that's not well, I mean, the title in the H2 is okay.
Well, the fact that it's there is fine. The fact that it's the only thing that's there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think that also it's probably a pretty high competition keyword, right? Like hugely high competition?
Drop shipping from China? Let me take a look.
Yeah.
I imagine so. Yeah, pretty big competition. Relative to the traffic, pretty high competition.
Yeah.
I didn't realize drop shipping was such a hot niche.
Oh, it certainly is. It's one of the, you can make a lot of money fast.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, we can definitely dive into some actual blog posts. And
Also, I'm not sure these images are original.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's a big deal, right? So I mean, a lot of people don't, and then I'm also seeing on the right-hand side links to affiliate networks, which can be okay. There's nothing wrong with advertising on a website, as long as you don't overdo the advertising on a website.
I don't think I mean, it looks fine to me.
It does look fine to me too. I take it all back. I take it all back.
But I mean, I'm not a huge fan of a sidebar just because those recent posts there,
Yeah.
you could end up outranking your other articles because of their H1s in the sidebar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like having the ultimate dropshipping guide is great, but not if you're like cannibalizing into 8 different articles and none of them are ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I did for my iPhone battery article that went viral is it was one big long article and then eventually I paginated it, which nowadays I might not even do because Google has lifted their restrictions on the number of ads you can have in one blog post because
Right.
they saw that people were writing these really high quality long blog posts and then they weren't ranking. And so, publishers weren't so happy about that. But yeah, I mean, you look at successful websites like, what's the one? The long electronics?
Oh, Wirecutter?
Wirecutter, yeah. Wirecutter has these great long blog posts that do really well. really, as a new website, your best chance for ranking is to have one big, long, great blog post. I would definitely say stick them all together and try to get one. If you can nail that keyword, that's key. Or if you're going to split it up into smaller ideas, you have to go after the long tail keywords because the content just isn't there. There isn't enough to beat out the those big guys.
Yeah, that China image. There's 38 other matching.
Okay, so
even though the text is over it, which is probably what the move was to make it.
Yeah, well, people don't even think that images matter in Google.
That's true.
When they're wrong.
Yeah,
images. Like we've looked at articles that have ranked well and articles that haven't ranked well, and the one commonality is that the ones that don't seem to do quite as well is that they have images that are copied from other places.
Like the hard reset one.
Yep, I took an image from it was Creative Commons licensed, and still getting rid of unoriginal images tends to help website. Google loves images. People love images. And Google has the ability with their Google image search to know where images are on the internet and when images have been copied in new ways, in ways that they haven't before.
And if you want to check that, you can just go to tineye.com.
Oh, no way.
Is what I use.
Yeah, I have the Chrome plugin. Yeah.
I couldn't find that, so I just went to tineye.com.
Tineye.
Yeah.
He's got a tin eye.
Tineye. It's been pretty reliable. I mean, I was kind of nervous because that was the first time. Like every time I've done an image search on my own, they were all original.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, maybe this service is just crap. But it did find 38 matches for that China flag. So
yeah, and so for those of you just getting here, welcome. And if you have any questions about ranking in SEO or about building websites, we've been able to do that very successfully, and we're happy to help. We were just looking at Dropship Island's website and sort of going through a little bit of an SEO analysis of what they have going on, offering some feedback and some tips. It's pretty easy a lot of the time to take a look at a website and diagnose it in just a few seconds, and this is the stuff that SEO consultants will charge a lot of money for. But what we're doing is we're promoting Blog Winners, which is our new SEO course that shows people how to do what I do, which is make a living writing simple articles about what you already know.